3, 2, 1. It's 1:30. We're live. Good afternoon and welcome to anyone who's watching this on playback. There's nobody here right now. Oh, good, that's tempting. Think about that one. I'm going to just talk to myself until someone turns up. Although I just found out that Dean's going live at exactly the same time, which is awkward. Hi to whoever my first viewer is. Welcome. Hi, Watson. I can see you behind me. I can see you. Hello, matey. Who's a good lad? Eh? Who's a good boy? You're like a big fluffy teddy bear, aren't you? Yes, you were. Do you want to meet the audience? No, you want to play, don't you? You want to have a fart about. You want me to chase you. Rag about with that rope. He kills me, he really does. Whoever was there is now gone. Well, if people turn up, I'll do some coins. If they don't, I'll disappear. I know most people are probably scoffing lunch right now. Rather see me, they might be more interested in seeing these. I had my order finally turn up. Hi, Angry Brit. Hi, Andrew. Got an order turn up from the US. The coins weren't too bad value, but the global shipping program and the tax and import duties and all of that pushed them right up high. But they are gorgeous. I've got full 40 coin rolls, uncirculated, wonderment. These are park quarters, and these are a little bit special because these are from the San Francisco Mint as opposed to Philadelphia or Denver. I don't know if you can cop onto that. Let's see whether that goes into focus. God, that's pathetic for focusing, isn't it? I paid a fortune for this camera, and it seems to be pants. See whether that's going to focus. Hi, J-Real Slots. Well, either way, to the right-hand side of the head, in God We Trust, underneath is the mint mark, which is normally a P or a D for Philadelphia or Denver. But these are from the San Francisco Mint, which are much rarer. And I have got myself a tube of 40 from Fort Mount McHenry, by the looks of it. White Mountain, Everglades, Great Sand Dunes, and Great Basin. So these are fun smacking news. Yeah, it would be nice to get a trade deal with them so we don't have to pay the same import duty, but these are those stonkers. These are brand new, beautiful park quarters in perfect condition. And like I say, these are from the San Francisco Mint as opposed to the more common Philadelphia and Denver. So I've managed to get a hold of these. I'll be putting a couple of sets of these aside for myself, obviously. But then I brought on with the knowledge of I am a reseller, hence DragonLordCoins.com. And I thought it's pointless everybody trying to order one or two and paying a fortune in import duties and shipping from the States. So I thought I'd take the hit and work it out and keep the ones I need and then flog the rest as a group of 5. So that people can get all 5 of these in one foul swoop for a price which is going to be more affordable and better than anything they can get from import from the US, and probably I'll make sure better than anything they can find in the UK as well. I'll probably whack these on eBay as opposed to my website, or maybe a bit of both. But yeah, I haven't worked out the exact price for them yet, but to be fair, they are San Francisco Mint, and that is a rare mint indeed. It's not as rare as West Point, but it ain't far off the mark. Most people will be able to get hold of Denver and Phillies for their collections, but they aren't going to get hold of San Francisco. So chuff, these have arrived. First time I ordered them, they managed to get themselves from the seller in the US through several different places in the US, like Kentucky and Cincinnati and various places, until they actually got themselves onto a plane and made their way over to the UK. They managed to get, like I say, from the seller through all of these little holding stations in the UK, in the US, all the way onto a plane, all the way into England. And as soon as they got to England and they got to the first warehouse for Hermes, they managed to go walkabout. And they stayed put there for 10 days until I contacted them to say, where the hell's my coins? And they all will have to look into it. Oh, we've lost them. Happily, though, with the global shipping program, you don't have to deal with the buyer at all. The seller, I mean. eBay takes full responsibility because they charge a bomb for it. As soon as they confirmed that they hadn't been delivered to me, they wanged a refund straight back into my account for all of them, including the shipping and the taxes, which was good. So I didn't lose a penny. I then took a gamble of ordering from the same geezer again. I knew it wasn't his fault. It was the UK Hermes system. And he said, are you willing to try again then? That's a bit of a gamble as they lost the first ones. I went, oh yes. So I did a duplicate order straight away because I'd just been refunded. And these arrived safely, extremely well packaged, but they do weigh a blooming ton, to be fair. But they are good lush. Hi, Ron. What we got there? Andrew saying, Steve, when you work at a price, can you let me know? I will have a sell off you. Yeah, no problem. I just couldn't resist it, and I thought, I haven't got any San Francisco mint. I just bought, after Ron gave me the hint, I think it was Ron that told me there was a seller selling for 80 quid, 320 US quarters. They're all state quarters, and mainly the early ones. A big wodge of them were, admittedly, a little bit kind of rusty or stained, but the majority were perfect, and they are all uncirculated. So again, these will find their ways into my duplicate sets of albums, and then the spare ones of those I'll be whacking out. So hopefully in the next week or so, I'll start creating several multi-listings for US quarters, be they state and be they park. Hi, Leslie Ploddy Plop. What a great name that is. And hi, CSD UFO updates. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone who's flying in. Hi, Jack. Who else have I missed here? I think I got the rest. Yeah, so I was excited to get them. And yeah, they are exactly what I hoped of. Absolutely mint perfect park quarters with the San Francisco mint mark. So they will be on my website pretty damn soon. But for now, there's only 7. I only realized just as I messaged on my little group to say, about to go live. I've scheduled for 1:30, just to get Dean saying, I'm going live too. I thought, we should have got together beforehand and worked that out. So it looks like I'm competing with Dean, which is far from perfect. Shouldn't really be competing with anybody. I thought I would be on my Todd, and I didn't think anyone else was doing anything. How much are you doing sets of S mints for, Steve? I haven't worked it out exactly yet, Ron. I've got to do some maths to make sure that I'm not losing out. But I would have thought, let me think. I reckon I can probably do those. eBay takes 10%. Then I've got to post them, and they'll be posted, recorded. PayPal takes a bit. I would have thought 13 quid all in, and that's including the postage. And I'll be for 5 uncirculated San Francisco mint park quarters. I don't think that's too much, is it? Or is it? I think that covers me, so I'm not losing, and helps everybody else get hold of a wodge of San Francisco mint park quarters. I think 13 will probably be the bare bones of it. Otherwise, I'll be making a loss. I'll have to, like I say, I'll have to rumble the maths a little bit more, I think. Right, there's only 8 of us here. It's terrible. Everyone's having Sunday lunch. Well, whilst they're having Sunday lunch, I'm going to little play through some 50p's. They won't even know what they're missing, will they, eh? God. Oh, whilst I'm actually here, and you can see dragonlordcoins.com, I've just added a discount code to my website. Very easy discount code. You can cut eBay and PayPal. How are you going to do me a deal? Yeah, I will do one. Because eBay is a quid on top, isn't it? PayPal's probably about 60p, so yeah, I can take that off and do your deal on. Not a problem. Hello, what are you after? Get on the camera. You just want to rip things up, don't you? Yeah. That's easy though. You're on camera, mate. Yeah. You ain't having the flaggy badge, alright? Rip up cardboard, you know that. You aren't going to choke to death on cardboard. So, rip up, how about that? Do you want to take that apart? Yeah? You take that apart? Yeah? Draw that? Take it then. Oh, yeah. There you go. Nutter. Yeah, every time I stroke him, Leslie, I always feel his ear looking for the stife button. He's just like a teddy bear. Aren't you, mate? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you like ripping up cardboard. Right, let's have a little play around and see where we can find some decent coins. The last set of 50 of these 50p's I went through was relatively pants. I didn't find anything of any really worthy note. I found, what was it? I think I did 500 quid, and I found an archery, and I found a wheelchair rugby. But the wheelchair rugby needed a fair bit of work on it because it's minging. There's our first commemorative. That's representation of the People's Act, 2018. Hi, Chippy Doodle Coins, Angela Clover. Welcome. Oh, there's the first cursed one of the day. Benjamin Bunny. Oh, followed by a nice one there. We got the Scouts. I'll keep on to that one. And I love the Stadium Park chorus. I've nearly filled up my books, but no S marks yet. Yeah, same with me. I have filled my books, I suppose, but I then decided I was going to diversify, and I bought the other books, which hold both the Philadelphia and the Denver Mint. So then I started moving them about. So then I found I had some gaps. So I still need to have a good sit down and work them out with my books. I've got a lot of quarters all over the place. I've got from various places. I need to check out Denver or Philly and start whacking them into the books. And then work out what I'm missing, or if I am missing. And then with all my swaps, I can start listing them. When I've done the maths, get onto your WhatsApp. Yeah, no problem, Ron. Like I say, we set of 5, Great Basin, Fort McHenry, or something like that. The Everglades, Great Sand Dunes, and what the hell's that one? White Mountain. Oh, that's a nice one. Always happy with that. Benjamin Britten. Like I say, nowadays it tends to be a Marmite coin, but I love it. I think it's a cracking coin, actually. So, designer went to a fair bit of effort to make that. There's the second cursed one of the day, Taylor Pereira, 2017. Coroner's Mug. Only 2019 I did the S minting, isn't it? I'm not sure on. Andrew's got to go. When I go, I won't have a set off, mate. Keep it set aside. Yeah, no problem. We'll do. Psycho Cat, Tomkin. You can hear the lovely sounds of cardboard being ripped to shreds behind me by Watson. And there's Paddington, the Paddington Station, which I believe is going to be the more sought after Paddington of them all. That's all my book on space for the Yes-Men. Possibly is then. Another Benjamin Bunny, worth acknowledging. Here we go. With a representation of People's Act, Scouts, Benjamin Britten, Psycho Cat, and Paddington at the train station. What I'm after from this bag of 250 is a minimum of. Oh, that's a nice shiny one of these. Quite often these are quite battered. That's a nice Victoria Cross. Minimum one Olympics, hopefully not archery or aquatics or athletics. I'd like a 2018 Beatrix Potter. Ideally, one of the better ones, not Taylor of Gloucester. Hi, Sizzle Starries. Great name, that. Just going through some 50s here to see if I can find anything worthy of keeping to one side. 50s are, I believe, Sizzle's US only, so this would be the equivalent of your $50. Although some of your coins, you can still find some of the old ones with silver content in. None of ours do, but we do have some with different designs on, which are rarer and have more value than the face value. What we always hunt through. Hi, Stevie B, Popcoin King. Just ordered a Funko Pop from EMP because I'm a backstage member. I paid $10 a while back, I think, and for that I get a few perks, a few exclusives, and also get free delivery. So I can order anything, even if it's only £1, and they have to deliver it for now. I've just ordered from there a Hannibal Lecter. I hadn't seen Hannibal Lecter before. I didn't even know he did it. Silence of the Lambs one. He was in his white suit holding the truncheon up by his head just as he's escaping. It's a one I just couldn't resist to add to my collection. Oh, and I meant to ask, I know you and I think it was Ron, you've been getting Funko Pops from, is it Pop in a Box? There's a name that came up, another Benjamin Bunny, to be treated with the disdain it deserves. Should watch it, see if it's good. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you could confirm the name of the site, Stevie B, where you get them from, because it's US based in it, but I understand it's trusted and reliable, and they'll obviously stock ones we can't get over here. There's a few that I'm after, which I can't find. Pop in a Box, yeah, oh cool. I will have a play after I finish this stream then, I think. See if I can find a few nice ones from my collection. Battle of Hastings 2016. I've found a lot of these recently. I know it's a relatively common coin, but I haven't come across any for a while, and then I find them every hunt. There's Jeremy Fisher. US base, I have multiple subscriptions. Coolio. Yeah, I'll definitely have a little play for these. And I assume they got a much better choice than you go. I find a few exclusives on EMP and Zavvi and things, but there's still a fair few fantastic beasts that I'm after, in particular the Alchemy, but I know that is a rare one, is a limited edition kind of event one, and it goes for an arm and a leg, but I'm hoping I can find one somewhere, which I think is in the price range I can afford. Alright, well, we haven't had anything rousy from here yet, which is a little bit upsetting. I would like something a little bit nicer, but thus far we're still hoping and waiting. Little can only sell a few Funko Pops, including an exclusive Darth Vader 950. Well, that sounds cool. Certainly cool if people are into Star Wars. I grew up in that generation. I was born in 1969, so Star Wars was perfectly themed for me, and I had a Star Wars bedspread and curtains and all the original stuff, which now goes for hundreds or thousands, which has all been discarded by most people who bought it at the time. I've never really, though, massively been stuck into Star Wars. I'm more of a sword and sorcery sort of person than science fiction. So Lord of the Rings and things like that are the ones that took my attention more, and still do. So, but for somebody who's into Star Wars, 750 for an exclusive one doesn't sound bad at all. Hi Moira, welcome. I'm about halfway through this 250 of 50s and I haven't found anything wowy yet. But I live in hope. I could just go onto one of the shelves and slip in a cube, but that would be slightly cheating. Hey, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. I'm always happy with an original 2016 Potter. The best Potters that there were. And there's our second type of Paddington. That's St. Paul's. We've already got Paddington at the station. Steve, I've got a 7-foot Batman Dark Knight. Wow, you're joking. I thought I had the biggest. Is that Funko Pop? Or is that something else? I've got a massive, I think they call it sugar vinyl Groot, which is about like 2 foot tall. Benjamin Bunny. It's going to be a Curse of Benjamin Bunny day again. And I've got myself a gigantic, or I consider gigantic, Olaf from Frozen. It's about the same size as Groot. It's the biggest Funko Pop I've ever seen. And I love it. Right, representation of the People's Act. That's our second one. And actually our first swap of the day. Yeah, when I bought my Olaf, I was really hoping, probably from the USA, or WhatsApp UFO. Oh, that'd be cool. Where the hell did you keep that then? A 7-foot Batman. My eldest son would like it, well, although to be fair, he's more of a Marvel than DC, but still, 7-foot Batman, not to be sniffed at. Wowzers. But like I say, the main consideration for me would be where the hell did you put it? What are you after, mate? Ooh, hey, good boy. You're a good lad, eh? Yes, you were, aren't you? Yes. It's a fluffy monster. Yeah, you shredded that cardboard, well. Into recycling, you're just breaking up the cardboard into smaller pieces to make it easier. Hi, Kian. No good finds yet. I'm finding lots of horrible rubbish like this. Sorry, Steve was listening in the background, and hell yeah, Popping the Box is good. All my stuff came, well, not the pre-orders, but they're not released yet. Oh, that's cool. Is the shipping price sensible then? I assume it is. Hi, Sue. Welcome. If you can do an order in one go for the one shipping, and they then send you the pre-releases rather than the extra charge later on as they come out, that sounds extremely good. Oh, Harry Potter exclusives. Voldemort with a snake, Seamus with a burnt face. I'm definitely straight on there after here. Then my kids are going to go nuts. I've got a wall covered in them. God knows how many I've got. Probably about 150 just covering the wall. And I've still got boxes of the other ones which I haven't put out yet. There's Heroic Axe to go with the VC medal. So where's that? The VC medal next to it. There we are. My OCD is happy now. They're in the right place together. Designed to be together the Victoria Crosses, in my opinion. Another Benjamin Bunny. God, I hate Benjamin Bunny. Shipping like 4. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, well, I'm going to be spending a fortune then after I've done this stream, because I don't have all them all with Nagini. I just got him on this Todd, and I certainly don't have Seamus with a burnt face. Ooh, God, that is disgraceful. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know if they throw that back to the bank or actually go outside, dig a grave for him, bury the blooming thing. Some archaeologists in the future would find it and be horrified with the state of the coin. Right, not mine, it's my brother's. His amazing memorabilia collection, also a lot of props from the films. Oh, that's brilliant. Does he work in the film industry? Or is he just a mad collector? Because some people in the film industry get hold of some of these things as they're just going to be skipped at the end. There's Johnson's Dictionary, another contemptible coin. And some of them make massive profits in the future, depending on how big the film is. There's another Tiggerwinkle. I know some of the Harry Potter memorabilia goes for an absolute fortune. I think the only thing that Harry Radcliffe kept for himself, I think he kept a pair of the kind of glasses, which just Steve, use my link in video to get a discount and go through your favorite site of cashback. It's worth it. Should then we'll pop for free. For a fee, a few quid, mate. Coolio. Stevie B, do you have my email? If not, I will quickly type it up here now. If you want to email me your referral link, then I'll go through you so that you can get something for your efforts. Guys, I've got scrolling along the bottom now my top cashback link, which I know you're a member of, which is sensible, and you're making money back on it, which everybody else should. And that's why it's there, peeps. If anyone of you weren't doing. Paddington at the Palace. We've now got 3. We're just missing at the Tower for the full set of paddies. I tend to normally make the full set of paddies from a 250 bag. Another Benjamin Bunny. 3 billion, more than to use. All right. Well, don't know where we each get for a full. Having the foggiest, but it's something for nothing in it. That's why I always work on things wrong. If you're going to get a benefit, then it's got to be done. Unless someone's so rich that they don't care about money and they just want to throw it away and burn it. I'm not in that position, and neither is anybody else that I know. But hey, I did get an Olympic. I got quite a good one as well. Gold ball. That is just outside the top tier. This one and tennis are about the same as being just below triathlon, football, judo, and wrestling. So that is a cracker. Stick him right in the middle of the top of there. Actually, no, I'll stick him down there. There we go. I have got my Olympic. That will do me nicely. Now I need to get a 2018 Potter. I've got 4 bags left. A little shop near me that has a whole Toy Story prop set, 5 quid each. Yeah, the Entertainer is a weird shop. I don't know whether you know the Entertainer. It's a toy shop. I think it's got chains around the country, but the owner is a Christian, and he's very staunch with his faith in regards to he doesn't like the idea of magic. So there's nothing in there Harry Potter related, because Harry Potter, wizards and witches, that's wrong because there's God and there's no magic, blah, blah, blah. And yet they then are still selling ridiculous stuff from, like science fiction rubbish. Hi, Sherry Marie Hibbs. Cool. Got your address. That's Bill then. In which case, yeah, no problem. Hi, Carl. So you can get all sorts from the Entertainer, but you can't get anything Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts related, which is just weird. but it is what it is. But they have a really big range of pop vinyls in there as well, Funko Pops, and they have a hell of a lot reduced. So yeah, I quite often pick them up in there for £5 a pop as well. I picked up a fair few of the James Bond ones from there for £5. Hermione with the cut on her face. I can't picture that one. I'm assuming that's the one when she's wearing the pink top. I'll have to. I don't know if I've got one in my boxes or not. I know I've got all three of them with the earmuffs on for when they're in herbology. I got lost box, which I made it onto my shelves because I don't have enough space, and it's nearly overbalancing as it is. Every time I go into the bedroom, I have a horrible feeling they may have collapsed during the day. Oh, that's a gain. I did this last time. Last hunt, I got one of these as well, which is basically a foreign coin worth probably nothing. 50 florin. Got a little birdie on that side. I think it's from Romania or Hungary or something. Look, I can now say 2. So whoever's banking these up, it's costing me 50p each time and giving me epoxy foreign coin with probably no value. Not good. So I'm looking to feel free after one. Oh, cool. There you go. Coolio. Oh, look at that. Sue's there building her numbers, sharing her love. If you haven't got anybody else in the stream, go to the right hand side of the entry, the message. You'll see 3 dots. You can press go to channel. I'll take you straight to their channel onto a separate tab. This tab will still remain open. And you just hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if they go live and you want to be notified when they upload stuff will go live. And then come back to the stream. Also, if they've got a video up, it's always quite good to have a quick look at the video and watch it from start to finish. That's why people keep up short videos in their streams, just small ones to allow people to do that. Because that way it's kind of set for life, and if YouTube's doing a bit of a purge, it's not going to disappear it off. Anybody who's coming onto the stream here, which is from abroad, there's my cellar 4, there's the tower. They do that as a matter of course. And there's a lot of growth channels, and there's another Scouts, cracking condition. You just aren't supposed to, or YouTube has some form of algorithm or search thing that they check the comments, the chat stream, and they don't like if people are another Scouts. That's cool. I've just been thinking, I've got loads and loads of them scattered about, but most of my eBay list is all set for UK only. I'm going to create a international one, because I know these are popular in the US, and list up a few coins, mainly like the Scouts, which I can whop across over to US buyers. I used to with some of my previous trading, which was like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I used to ship worldwide, and I've shipped to probably close onto every country in the world. But there's certain countries I ignore. There's public libraries, in so much that I wouldn't post to, and I put them as a forbidden from buying. And that was Italy, Russia, believe it or not, Canada, because all these countries have a horrendous history of posts going walkabout. Ooh, Watson's having a little growl. You my guard dog. Go do the business. Hey, look at that. Got 3 Tiggy Winkles today. I like my Tiggy Winkle. And that isn't a euphemism. That's just me talking about a hedgehog, honest. And we get another 2016. The one and only Peter Rabbit. And the best picture of Peter Rabbit, in my opinion, as well. Sticky down there, because close to Tiggy Winkle. Right, so I've got just exactly one of each of the 4 Paddingtons. So a full set of the Paddingtons. It came honest Todd, Oh, I've got stacks of coins everywhere. I really need to do some housekeeping. Public libraries, going back in there. Jeremy Fisher made about 9.5 million, I think. Going back in there, got loads of them. I'll keep on to these. The Barrow Hastings. Definitely keep my 2016 Beatrix Potters, 3 Tigger Winkles and the Peter Rabbit. Keep my Scouts. I'll actually say goodbye to Psycho Cat as well, because I've got loads of those and they are hard to find. Same goes for Victoria Cross. I'll keep my Benjamin Britten. And I don't know why, but I'll keep my representation of the People's Act in there. Does anyone know how much a Wells Commonwealth game is worth? Yeah, about 17 quid. That's how much I sell them for, or thereabouts. I've got several on my eBay, and I'm pretty sure I've got them on my website as well. Bearing in mind, Carl, I announced, I don't know whether you were here, but let's quickly add one of these things up. Where is it? There we are. I've just added a voucher code to my website, and that's Sunday, and I'll give you 25% of all orders over 25 or more. So if there's something on there, there's a couple of things on there which takes you over to 25, you can use the 10% off, and they'll knock 10% off whatever the price is I've got set on the Wales Commonwealth Games. Down to you. But worth considering. Oh yeah, and the find of the day for me there was my Olympic. I didn't get 2018, and I would open another bag now, but I'm saving that to do a head-to-head with Dean next week. But I did get a gold ball, which I'm quite happy with. But I do have a small bag here. What is it made of? Lighting like that. But this is a bag of 502 pound coins. Does anyone think I should do these? Not sealed properly. That's not sealed properly. Oh, I can rip it open like that. That's good. It's all a bit sticky, but let's have a play with these. And let's, yeah, Hunter says on too. And let's just see whether I can find what you're talking about there, Carl. That'd be nice if I could turn out one of these and find a Wales. Actually, the last Commonwealth Games I did find was a Wales. There's a few hunts back now, but the banner's in the way now, but I'll leave it up there so people can see it. We have Guy Fawkes. So, not the best. Oh, Charles Dickens. I'll put it on the map just so you can see the variety, but Charles Dickens is one I always whack straight back to the bank. They are as common as muck. As shown there, another Charles Dickens. Just to emphasize my point. I'll keep that 2015. I'll keep it to one side just because that's so gloomy shiny. That one probably be better than the one I have in my book for 2015. And yet another Charles Dickens, just to take the Michael. I think the best thing I found in the last 500 I did was I got a underground train. I think that was about it. There was nothing in sight in regards to Magna Cartas or anything. Mary Rose or King James Bible, Commonwealth, Olympics. There's a Traffic Industries. Just hoping this bag is a little bit better. That moves all that way. St. Paul's, common as muck, will be going back to the bank, but like I say, just to show What variety getting on here? That's the best. Oh, there's the active union. Still nothing good. I'm debating going to a different bank because these all come from cash centres and they're nearly always in sealed bags. As a result, they're nearly always pants. I have no chance of anyone cashing in the collection with the sealed bags. So these have been winging around in change machines and counters and everything else. Oh, that's a bit more like it. Look at that. Got myself a 2015 Navy ship. Made 650,000 of each of these. Quite a bit of coin. That is a good find. I'll sell for that. Hi, Tickers UK. Welcome, welcome. Boom, 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 boom. We've just been talking about that, Sherry and Marie, in regards to the Commonwealth Games £2 for Wales. I'd say it's around 17 quid or thereabouts. It's the second most sought after. Obviously, Northern Ireland is the most sought after. Popcorn saying 8 to 14. You can find it for 8 quid, then buy. Half the time you can't even go to Scotland for that price. There's another active union. That's a disgusting St. Paul's. Very filthy. All Oak, yeah, I've been calling it HMS Oak. A few people argue the toss in regards to what sort of destroyer class or whatever it was in regards to his outline and stuff. So I just call it Navy now. So, I certainly don't say HMS Belfast because they hadn't even started building that ship by the date that coin's commemorated. Wales is dipped in the scarcity index. Well, it doesn't dip in the number of coins they've made or the number available still. So mine still turn over on a regular basis on eBay. Another St. Paul's, not minging, so I'll put it down there, even though it will be going back to the bank. Got the 2015 Navy. There's a nice rugby. I was a little bit gutted to find out that the rugby wasn't on today. I thought it was on today. So I'll find out it's next week. Hence why I'm here. The rugby was on. I'll be doing something else. Yeah, I think the scarcity index by Change Checker is neither here nor there. I look on the basis same as you on how much been minted and how much they're going for and selling for on eBay. There's another Darwin. Told you they're common as mud. What have we got there? What have we got? Not Darwin, Dickens, I mean. Got 5 of them now. That's why they aren't really worth keeping. Oh, look at that. I've got myself a Britannia now. The only question is this going to be a 15 or a 16? If it's a 17 or 18, I'm quids in, but it won't be. It'll be a 15 or 16. It's a 16. So. Still, don't see many Britannias, so I'll definitely be interested. That's good. You got a few to spare. Yeah, that's cool. Popcorn King is maybe interested in what? I will always be interested in it. I'm always topping up my stock. I just bought in the last 2 days, I think, bought 5 more Hercules coins on. Just because I was running out of coins to swap. I didn't manage to get any lions, obviously. I haven't managed to get a ball. I've just been sent an offer for a ball, which I'm considering. I'm not getting one from you, got one from you, but that's just the one then I've got. I wouldn't mind having a spare, so I'm considering it, but I haven't got onto it yet. But I picked up 3 hinds and 2 hydras, I think. So. Come on, give me something nice. Can't just give me the HMS Navy ship and consider those quids. Not from 500 quid's worth. I want something better. I cannot remember the last time I found an Olympic. There's a Rabbi Burns. We're down to Royal Mint and Burns Knight. The Florence Nightingale. That's a couple of different ones from this bag. There we are, 2, 4, 6, 7 bags left. Hi Judith. Welcome, welcome. Hi Watson. Yes. Hey, who's a good boy? Who's gorgeous? Yeah, you are. There's another St. Paul's. Hey, got myself another train. Got one of these in my last bag, got one in this bag. Underground train. I suppose that's relatively close to being on par with maybe 2015 ships. So we'll put those next to each other. Keep each other company. Hopefully I'll get something else to join them in a second. Come on. Give me something. Nope, I'm off in that bag. Total duff one. That's no good. Right, DNA double helix. Although it's a one I would normally probably keep to one side because it's in such minging condition. The edges are well connect. Go back in there. I have enough though, I don't have to worry about that one. There's Brunel arches. Enough we haven't had. Brunel the face, yeah, we the portrait. Brunel the man. This is surprising because he's as common as muck as well. Have you had a good look at the Hercules, Steve? After the first one, he's always wearing a lion hat. And after the second one, a Hydra belt. Oh, that's cool. I've noticed that. Cool. By the end of the series, then, on the 12th coin, he's going to be wearing a lot of clobber, isn't he? I shall have a proper look. Got more cased. And like I say, although I've been selling on some spares and I've been buying more for spares, I'll probably keep a market of them moving if I can, if the profit's there. In reality, that set is a set I'm going to keep. If I can make 2 sets, even better. Rugby World Cup, but you can see even from that distance how disgusting that one is. So there he goes. And there's Lord Kitchener. Stick him down there. Just there's the portrait. Here we go to the 7th time. Brunel. Oh, and another one there, St. Paul's. So there's a handful of commemoratives in that, in the second to last bag, but nothing of any major interest. Let's hope the best have been saved for last. But it doesn't look that way. Nope. So from this lot, that is the only ones really of any major interest or note. 2015 low mintage 650,000 Navy, and we've got a London Underground train. Am I listening to callers? Yeah, I'm going to be. I don't know whether you hear at the beginning. I've been listening to various Roger callers, being Philly or Delhi, Philly or Denver. But I've just got hold of these, which is a nice 200 San Francisco mint mark park orders. Got a roll of 40 of each of these 5. Once I've played around with my books and moved them around, I'll be listing them else so that people can get hold of them. Great Basin, Everglades, Great Sand Dunes, Fort McHenry or something like that, and White Mountain. The first order I did of these when Walkabout when he managed to get into the UK, but these ones I'll be whacking out for collectors like us who got the books with the quarters in, but we're all going for Denver and Philly. We aren't going to get West Point, but to get hold of a few San Franciscos, that's not focusing well, is it? No, that's pants focus. But take it from me, these are San Francisco mark quarters. So once I've filled the books and things I need to, I'll be whacking these out as probably a group set of all 5 in one go. Keep down the cost. If you sell the individual things for small amounts, then you just get hammered by the postage and the eBay fees and everything else and the PayPal fees. So I'll whack them out as a set of 5 once I work out the right sort of price. Right, so from here I can get rid of Lord Kitchener and Brunel, Commoner's Mug. I can get rid of all of my St. Paul's. I can get rid of all of my Charles Dickens. I'm going to get rid of my Florence Nightingale because I've got so many of them. Definitely getting rid of Brunel the Archers. I will get rid of that one, Traffic, although it's getting harder to come across. I've got plenty of them, and this is a little bit dull. Normally, book they have a space for West WS, not S. I'm thinking around West Point. Yeah, be nice if I came across some West Points, but I don't think it's likely. Active Union, I've got plenty now. It's just a case of storage more than anything else. So they're going to disappear. So I will keep my Gunpowder Plot, even though it's relatively common. Always keep my rugbies. There's a lot of rugby clubs and rugby fans out there. People use those as kind of tokens and little kind of runner up prizes and things in competitions for clubs and that. So sometimes I sell them in bulk. Rabbie Burns, don't see it all that often. Always keep your Britannias, bearing in mind they only brought them out in 2015. And they did some in 2015, not many, 650,000. They brought some out in 2016. Again, not all that many compared to what they could have. And then they've been not issued for circulation for 2017 and 18, and I fully expect they won't be issued for circulation this year either. And they went in 2019 and missed out that year, didn't they? So, yeah, any of those, definitely keep on to them. And my prizes for today is my Navy and my London Underground tray. So I should be keeping all of these onto one of my pals, into one of my books, and I'll keep it that one just because it's shiny. I like shiny. No, that'll go into a book in due course. That'll probably be better than the one I have. Oh, there you go. Horror show. I'm back again. I'll remove all these coins. Right. 54 minutes. I might as well just make this. I'm not going to keep you bored all weekend, so I'll waffle for about 5 or 6 minutes and then I'll close it on an hour. Seems about right. There's only 9 people watching. So we're looking at, yeah, W's, yeah, West Points. Boom, boom. Yeah, I thought the video was great. Angela, you should be doing this. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Not rocket science. They call it Belfast because it's given to visitors on the Belfast by mistake as a souvenir. Well, by mistake actually, they did it on purpose. They released various coins on purpose of various things. The HMS Belfast is obviously a tourist attraction, so the coin celebrating the Navy was given into the tills at the Navy exhibition to be given out to the punters. That was the first release. They did similar for the two coins which they classed as being released, but none of us really consider them to be classed as released. The Jane Austen and the Aviation. They went again. One went to, I think it was Jane Austen's kind of house or something like that for the tourists, and they dribbled out a tiny amount, and they did some of an air show, I think, in regards to aviation. But because they did release those into these kind of tourist attractions as a promotion, they were, in the Mint's eyes, released into circulation because they passed them over to be given out in the tills of change. So, although they were not put into general circulation, they released tiny, tiny numbers, but they will class that as a circulated coin, which is why I think most of us who were into coins, we've already amassed a stockpile of Jane Austen's and Aviations. It was only a matter of time until they always do lists and things with special coins, and occasionally some coin will take the interest enough to make media attention. And when they make media attention, the story is normally padded out by saying how rare the coin is. And to do that, they need to do in comparison with the other coins, which is why the Kew Gardens is always so sought after, because although it's not the lowest mintage 50 pence, it is the one that is in current circulation. The dual date, because it's the old style FAF 50p, even though it's much rarer than Kew Gardens, goes for a fraction of the Kew Gardens price. In fact, I saw one go earlier on today for about 53 quid on eBay. And that's now in great condition. They fluctuate between 50 and 80 or sometimes higher. All the other 2017 figures are out. Oh, always like that noise. Just means I just sold something on eBay. Yeah. Oh, someone's bought a Christmas stocking. 32 quid for a Christmas stocking. That's an Alaman 50p. Christmas 50p is very popular. Well, yeah, but we all know the mintage figures because they announced them off how many they released. I think it was something like 650 Jane Austens and 520 or something Aviations. Depends on where the journalists get their numbers from. Will depend on what the story says in regards to the rare coins. But that's why you suddenly, if you're an eBay seller like me, you suddenly get a glut of people buying coins which aren't that particularly rare. But because the newspaper article hasn't got very good info, 400 and 1500, yeah. All right. They put World Wildlife Fund, for example, as the third rarest. And as a result of that, people all want to get hold of the World Wildlife Fund. And suddenly, my phone chings constantly because I'm flogging shed loads of World Wildlife Funds, and that's all in reaction to media attention. Hello, yeah, I'm a good cuddle there. Yeah, good stroke. You're a good boy. You're on camera. No, you aren't. You're off camera, aren't you? Yeah. Austin, come here. Do you want to say hello to people? Yeah, Mr. Fluffy. Have a look. Look, Fluff Monster. Pure thick curls, aren't you? Yes, you are. He's a gorgeous boy. He's a gorgeous boy. Say hello. Look, you can call us your adore in public. Hey? You're a media sensation, Watson. You're just looking at your reflection. You're seeing your picture and you're thinking, who's that dog? Who's that dog? Looks like me. Ooh, where's he? Have a kiss. Watson, have a kiss. Where's my kiss? There's Wacky down. Oh, there you go. Right, love the wolf. Yeah, Watson's gorgeous. What am I doing? Love the paying back coin. Yeah, so do I. I think I've got 3 or 4 of them now. I was confused by Pobjoy. They kept on putting it up as sold out. And what they mean is, I spoke to them. It's not sold out. It's a case of the stock that they currently had printed and packaged and ready for disposal to buyers was sold out. Because they don't seem to print the mintage figures in one go. They say 7,500, but they don't print 7,500 unless there's 7,500 orders. So they'll print 1,000, and once they flog those, they'll print some more. I can't understand it. I would have thought it'd be much cheaper and easier and cost efficient to do them all in one foul swoop. But according to them, they print them as they need them up to the minutes, which is bizarre. So although if you go into Pobjoy, you'll find it sold out, you can go on the next day or the day after and find it back in stock, which is confusing as hell. Yeah, it is only 7,500 mint. They said they're rigid in regards to the mint numbers, but they don't do them in one go, and I just can't understand how that could happen. To get all the dies in place, to get the coins ready, to do all of that, why the hell would you not do them all in one go? Yeah, well, if they don't do them all, in that case, it's less than 7,500. But they'll probably still be on their website until they've sold up to 7,500. But it is weird. I haven't considered the silver one simply because it is got the black technology, the pearl black, and I like my silver to look like silver. that's the point of getting it. Like these little babies. My Pegasus there. Let's tilt this down. I got that window up, haven't I? So, no, I think this blooming window's going to kill me again. Right. Drop down. Try again. Pegasus. Silver bullion coin. So it's fine silver. It's not 925 or any rubbish like that. British Virgin Islands. And again from the same place. Here's the Mayflower. We're bringing out the £2 Mayflower this year, but look at that beauty. Again, that's frosted silver technology in the printing, and again British Virgin Islands, and again that is an ounce of pure silver, and you can get these from Pobjoy for around 20 odd quid, which is a pittance compared to what they charge for an 8 gram 50p when they charge you 60-65 for it, whereas that's 3 times the weight and pure silver, which is bizarre, but it is what it is. Hi, Adventures with Carl. Welcome. We're talking about Penny Black. Yeah. He's nice, but not roller cute. Yeah, I can live with that one. Did stamps before, but never on the 50p. Yep. He's gorgeous. I'm assuming, Jude, if you're talking about me there to somebody else in the stream, someone said, what do you think of Steve? Oh, he's gorgeous. Yeah, I can live with that. I can understand the context now. That's fine. What do you think of the Gibraltar Penny Black 50p, Steve? Well, I like it. I've got a few of them. I like the way that they're doing this packaging. They did the same for the Boaty McBoatface for the British Antarctic Territories, where you got the nice piece of card, coins encapsulated in it, so it's not going to get tarnished at all, and the card gives you the details of the coin, and on the back is a certificate of authenticity, and it's like laminated sort of thing. It's like wiped clean. That is a fantastic way of issuing coins, if you ask me, for collectors. I know you can't stick it in an album, but it's in perfect condition, and it stays in perfect condition. And if you've got kids collecting them, if they got the sticky fingers or something, it ain't a problem with those. And I think they're a lovely way of selling the coins on. I don't know if I've got any nearby. Probably have a Boaty McBoatface somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and a penny black. So I'll do a knocking about. So there's the pearl black, penny black that we're talking about to anyone who hasn't seen the coin. So this is just a cupid nickel, it's not silver, but it's like a blackened coin technology, which is supposedly the first pearl black proof finish. You said on there, unique pearl black finish. Funny enough, this coin was actually first issued on the 1st of May 1840, but it wasn't posted until the 6th of May, which is my birthday. So they did this coin on my birthday. So here it is in this laminated card with all the details. Certificate of authenticity is written basically on the back of it, and it's like a white, clean, perfect card, and it's exactly the same shape and size as the next one, which is one of the Boaty McBoth faces. So again, it's not coming in a capsule, but I prefer it like this. Being in the capsule in a little blue Pobjoy pouch, I've got hundreds of the Pobjoy pouches knocking about. This is far better. This is giving you all the details you want and keeping the coin absolutely perfect. And this is a limited edition of 6,000. Again, color technology, and this is the second Boaty McBoth face that they've done. These, I reckon, are going to be a good investment in due course, the Boaty McBoth faces. Plus, if you're going on to Pobjoy and you're doing an order anyway, if you have a flick around, you can find a £2 coin. It's all one metal, and it's got the Royal Research Ship Sir David Attenborough on it. They didn't call it the big boat, Boaty McBoth face, just the small sub. They had some form of, yeah, well, you say that about the Hercules one, but you, like me, we've got them in cases, haven't we? But would we really want to be juggling all the cards about when we can just have them like this instead? I think not. So as soon as your ball arrives, it's going down in there. I already have the second case of this. I didn't bother filling it up with my spare set of these, leaving it for 7 and upwards. But yeah, it would be nice if you did the box covering 12. Yeah, I can live with that one. I fully agree with that one. Not got a case yet. Those cases you can get, well, you can get them on eBay for about 30 quid or just under. But you can buy it direct from Pobjoy for, I don't know, including postage or whatever on their little VAT and that, about 15 quid, if that. Great value, I consider, for a case like that. And it comes with all of these little kind of coin capsules as well, which, although I don't need, I'll be able to use them for something else in due course. Yeah, a box of 12 would have been perfect, but the only boxes that you can find are really expensive rip-off ones, or the enough ones that they're going to be just kind of, yeah, cut and shut sort of thing in order to make it work. They got like a wooden case on eBay for 75 quid, I think it is. Oh yeah, I'll wait till I have all the coins till I spend an extra on the box. Yeah, even then, I wouldn't want to fork out a fortune on one of those epoxy boxes. I wouldn't want with a bit of felt inside, which didn't even look like it fitted the coins all that well. 75 quid. You could take a running jump for that. I prefer to have 2 cases like that. Those cases are well tidy. Or I like them. Right, I was getting diverted. What was I going on about before? And I waffle on, don't I? So we talk about penny black. Julie says she likes to look at the new V50Ps from the Island Man. I haven't seen these yet. I'll have to make sure I do soon, though. I always have a large stock of Island Man. Right. I think I've got that up to speed. Gorgeous. That was right to talk about me. Sue likes a woof woof. If you're moving with me, Sue, I'll make sure I kidnap the woof woof from my brother as a lure to keep you here. Right, talking about the 750 vintage, 12 packaging, Boaty McBoth face, Pobjoy. Oh, that's it. Royal Research Ship to David Attenborough. David Attenborough, to us, we all know he's a fantastic nature broadcaster. He's basically, to anybody 25 or under, he is Mr. Nature. They know most of the things they know around the world in regards to animals and that by watching him on TV. His voice is instantaneously recognizable by everybody. I reckon when he pops his clogs, hopefully it's not for many, many years to come yet, but when he does, I reckon this could be close to being a national day of mourning for him. And I'm pretty sure then the coin with the Royal Research Ship RRS Sir David Attenborough is going to have a bit more interest, in which case I made sure I've got myself a couple of them. It is a low mintage. It is for the British Antarctic territories. They don't use money down there. There's nobody down there. It's all ice. And a few research bases. They certainly don't need to use cash to buy food or drink because it's all provided. So the coins are solely commemorative, really. I believe that some of the proceeds of those are actually going to help research, etc., and global warming and that sort of stuff. So the coins to me are a win-win. Both ways, I just love them. So I grabbed a few of these as soon as they came out. But the Sir David Attenborough, I think every time I buy something from Bob Joy, I'm always tempted and I move across and I stick another one in my basket. I can't imagine they're going to be there for too long until they've sold out. And it is weird nowadays because you get so used to buying metallic coins for £2. It is quite weird to come across one which is quite large, nearly like a crown size, but it is happily not saying the crown, which is useless. It is actually saying the a number on it, which is definitive and unnecessary, like a £2 coin. So it is a good one. It's a keeper, in my opinion. And I'm going to keep on getting them because I think the mintage was about 4 mil. I think. Did you miss a hunt? You were on MFC Live. Yeah, I did a 50p hunt and a £2 hunt. You didn't miss any wowie finds though, David. I got a gold ball from the 50p's and that was about it. And I got a underground train and a HMS Oak 2015 coin and a 2016 Britannia. That was about it. High Exility, a great name. I don't know if I pronounced it correct, but it sounds like a good name. This is mainly a coin channel, so we're normally chatting coins. I've just been playing with some coins, checking them all out, which is why I've got black fingers now. The coins are dirty. Well, I'm going to, we've got 2 minutes. 40, I was going to wrap it up around bang on an hour. I've now got to 13 minutes past the hour. And the viewers have jumped to 16, which is confusing because they've gone up, not down. I thought they'd go the other way. Basically, I'm probably going to wrap it up. Subway and Total Busters, David. Yeah, 2 right. And I'll quickly show you some of these things as a tip to the wise. If you buy the year sets and you buy the entire year set, you get the definitive set as part of the year set. What I do is I break up the coins, sell the coins in cardboard strips so that they're cut from the packet. I like bookmarks and they're really good. And I just keep on to the year sets. We know that 2017 they did release the Shield, but it was a low mintage. That one's in bunk condition. We know they didn't release any of the Britannias. So the Britannia sells for about 45 quid on its own. The 50p, I don't know. I haven't bothered trying to sell them yet. I just keep all these loose by keeping them in the plastic. 2018, the only coin they released out of the year set was the £1 coin. This is a 2020 set. So these are ones just come out. I am about 95% sure that this year they will probably not release any of these coins either. They released none in 2018 of them apart from the pound coin. they released a shed load because we've all had thousands and thousands of the 2019 Shields. But the same goes for the smaller change. They did a fair bit of all the smaller changes as well. I reckon this is going to be another, not intended for circulation, definitive year for nearly all of the coins. Probably not the pound coin. So rather than me splitting these up and flogging them on now, I'm just going to sit on them for now. I'm going to buy several more sets, and I'll just sit on them and I'll wait, because I did that with the 2018s. Hi Oceans. And I had one of these in 2018 just stacked into one of my drawers, and then I found out that they didn't release any of the smaller denominations into circulation. Well, normally I'll flog the 50p and the £2 for Dosh, which is significant. Hi Dean. But the other ones, the 20p downwards, I used to quite often in years of these have been circulated, just whack them all out and fiver for the block of the 5 coins. But when they don't release them into circulation, that's a different matter altogether. Suddenly each of these coins turns into £10. So yeah, I'll be keeping on to the 2020 sets without flogging them on, just building them up until I find out, hopefully the following year, that they haven't released any 2020s. And anybody who is after the A to Z's for 2019, you can still buy the full set on the Royal Mint. And if you go via the top cashback link, which is circulating down below, if you aren't already a member, you also get top cashback on it. They stopped selling loads of the individual letters halfway into last year. Hi Honey Monster. Because they sold out. So on that basis, I believe that the initial kind of numbers that they were circulating of only making 1.2 million of the 2019s may be quite close to the truth. I think they're going to be considerably rarer than the 2018s, and people who've got the 2018s will probably want the 2019s, and so on and so forth. And I reckon the value of these is going to skyrocket at some stage. Which is why all the ones I've got, I haven't listed a single 2019 yet, and I won't do for a while until they release the circulation, and I test the water a bit more. What I'm doing is where I can find them at the sensible prices, I'm stocking up on them. So what I did is I have recently just ordered 2 more sets from the Royal Mint, because they cover all of the letters, including the ones that you haven't been able to buy for 6 months, like the Angel of the North, James Bond, National Health Service. So all of these will be going at the price of 52 quid a set, so £2 a coin, minus the top cashback, which works out cheaper than I can find them anywhere on eBay. And I'll be getting mine in guaranteed uncirculated condition, because they all come in individual plastic bags. So I'll probably keep on stocking up on more sets of these throughout the course of the year, and probably at some stage towards the end of the year or next year, I'll start listing these on the multi-listing like I currently do my A to Zs. But that be that. We've now gone past the hour 15. Hi Norfolk Coin Hunt. Welcome. I'm going to wrap it up and let you get back to your weekends. Thank you for joining me. It was an impromptu and unplanned, but we had a bit of fun. Had a chinwag, always good. And I will say I'll see you on the flip side. I will be hopefully doing a head-to-head with Dean next week. I saved a 250 bag, Dean, like I promised, so we can do one of those. Dean normally likes to go on about 1 o'clock, I think, in the afternoon. I'll meet up with him on one of those, and we'll do a head-to-head. Unfortunately, with the bags I've got, he's going to thrash me, because as you saw from that, there's nothing too wary apart from the 1 gold ball, and that's probably the best out of the 3 bags I've gone through recently. So whatever's left in this last bag, I do not know, but I unfortunately fear it's going to be pretty similar to the previous 3. So yeah, I don't think it's a case of bring it on, Dean. I think you're going to kick my butt, because I've gone through 3 bags which have been pants, and in 2 of these bags I've been ripped off as well. by these oval little things, which I believe are Hungarian or something like that, and 50 florin, which is probably worth about tuppence. And I've had these in 2 separate bags of 250, each pretending to be a 50p coin. So yeah, I might actually take those back to the bank. I don't normally whinge about things like that, but that is awful. At the end of the day, I pay 50p for that. And I got one recently, which was a weird one from Switzerland, but when I did a quick check on it, it worked out it was valued at about £1.75. So I thought, well, can't really knock that. I actually made profit on it. Should I ever sell it or go to Switzerland? But these things, I seriously reckon are worth nothing. So hey, I'll probably whinge. Norfolk's doing a head-to-head with Dean 1 o'clock on Wednesday. So tune in Wednesday 1 o'clock. Whose channel is that going to be on Norfolk? On My Family Collects? Amber just beat Dean in the hunt today. Good girl. Well done, Amber. Good on you. Tuesday head-to-head with Robin. Wednesday head-to-head with Norfolk. Oh, well. We will do a head-to-head one day. Probably going to be... Hi, CGF Coins. Welcome. Looks like the year's going to be a different day to lose ones then. So Monday or Thursday, possibly. Thursday. Give me 2 seconds. I've got the mutt again, as always, on Thursdays. Yep, sounds good to me. Thursday, 250 head-to-head with Dean. That'll be cool. And whilst I've got people on here who are into the Hercules, does anyone have any boards that they want to swap for anything else? I've already done a swap with Ron. He's got my last lion for a boar, but I do have Hydras and Hinds, and I'm more than happy to swap one for a boar if anyone would like a Hydra or a Hind instead of a boar. Just give me a shout or drop me a line. You know my email. And if not, just go into my website, dragonlordcoins.com, and my mobile's on the front page. All right, but for now, I'll say thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the flip side, peeps. Auf Wiedersehen. Bish bash bosh.